All right. Fucking Streamlabs and their auto tweet thing that gives the wrong link. Fix that. All right. I think I'm all good then. Bring up my splits. Hey Nate, how you doing? God, I have a really bad habit of every time I start the run, I just immediately mash, even if there's no benefit to doing so, because the loading screen takes like 10 seconds or whatever. I just mash the whole time and destroy my wrist and thumbs.
Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure you miss me more. First things first.
I think I'm going to start uploading my tasks to the task site.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to
What
save
task site would that be?
You could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh shit.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. It's gonna kill me.
I wonder if I can start implementing like on that building that I wall sprinted off there. If that's a spot for a swing boost task videos.
I was almost there too. Spider-Man. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Did you upload the Catwoman task?
Not to hit girls.
I don't think I saw it in my sub box if you did.
I really don't have time for this.
Case secured.
Hi, my name's. Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
Weird angle. I uploaded the Catwoman task. Oh, I didn't see it. If you Well, I guess I'll have to look. I know YouTube just sometimes decides not to show people things that if it thinks they're not good enough for sub boxes. I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works. But I know that's kind of been happening on and off forever. Shit. Car boost? Nope. Too late.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right?
I'm not sure what causes this UI bug exactly, but I feel like it's gotta be leaving the area of the trigger, like the frame after you enter or something like that. It's gotta be consistent. Like, there's gotta be a way to like task it.
Some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. You can only be a good guy.
Not liking this movement right now. But it is also first run of the day.
Man, that cake was good. I'm stuffed. I'd better burn off.
Somehow I feel like a meh vote is more mean than a no vote. That just feels more like I'd much rather get a no vote.
At my birthday dinner, I promised.
Because at least then somebody feels strongly about it, you know? I want to watch it just to learn about the game.
I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
And because Nate made it, obviously.
This was a bad idea.
Iron Man's here? What happened to the gods we posted?
Those hits with the crowbars do a ton of damage.
Hey guys,
Shit.
are you here for the 2-for-1 on European Masters too? Hope your insurance is paid up.
Hey, Legend, what's up? Yeah, this pace is not great, but I guess I'm still de-rusting for sure. But
Your grandma. Now that's something I'd like to see. If she gets much farther, I'm gonna lose her completely.
I mean, that does sound entertaining in its own way, Nate. Don't get me wrong. Also, how's the audio levels? They all good? I think I made them the same as last time, but I also admittedly didn't test them at all. Game is a little low. Alright, I'll turn it up in a second. Alright, so it's on negative 8.6 now. I'll turn it to like negative 6.5.
Right. If I don't pick up the pace, she's as good as gone.
So that should be a little bit louder, but not too much louder. Maybe a teensy bit. Try negative 5.8. It's weird because I remember this game actually being pretty loud through my capture card, but now it's
My
quiet.
electricity canceled, so I'm totally free.
Cool. And I get the time it because I have like a little text document that I use for settings because each game kind of has to have its own settings, so I'll have to update that.
Who was with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of something.
Sub 7, I'll take that. It's actually not even that bad of a time.
Aha.
Thought it was going to be way worse.
Time you have a chance, visit the store and check out what they've got.
How do you manage to get mega times on the insane challenges? I practice until I can do them. I don't know. I mean, it depends on the challenge. Some of them you can kind of learn specific strategies, and that makes it a lot easier. And some of them you just kind of gotta grind it out. And drugs. That's a good point, Nate. See, I'd probably just like look up videos of them either through some of my all races runs or I forget what he goes by now, but that guy who did all of the mega times on YouTube back in the day.
Possibly claim I'm a
You can just kind of copy the strats. And then from there, it's just kind of learning them. A silver medalist ain't nothing. I've only gotten gold medalist one time.
I have enough trouble without someone trying to convince thugs that I don't have powers.
Only done it once just to get 100% completion. I think I still have that. I might still have that file. I can't remember. I forgot to hold swing for that glide. Did I get a glide there? I wasn't. I was just kind of autopiloting.
Which team's mascot?
God, my mashing is a little off for sure.
Got where you are by using your head, I see.
At least he's being nice. Probably the best pattern he can give. Does the glide end if you don't hold swing? I don't remember it ever doing that. Maybe I just instinctually hold swing without thinking about it and didn't notice it. Do I even save time? Glide ends if you let go of swing or press any button. Huh. I figured the press any button part, but I didn't know about let go of swing. I guess yeah, I think I just kind of habitually keep holding swing. I don't know, I don't really think about... It's kind of hard for me to ever instruct people like what inputs to do, because I usually don't think about it. Which is kind of the opposite of a Tasser mindset, so I believe you. Yeah, because glide kind of gives you a...
I actually got to meet Dr.
Well,
Otto.
like, glide eventually you'll fall fast, but at the beginning it kind of gives you a bit of a... Well, you know, you glide a bit. Shit. Wow, that sucks. Didn't even get the boost. You hold a glide from the Empire State Building to the Bugle, you won't take fall damage because... That's not how fall damage works in this game, though, so that's surprising. Because, like, fall damage is, like, stored, if that makes sense. So I wonder if it doesn't accumulate if you don't. I thought fall damage just worked by taking the top point of your fall and then subtracting it from how far you fell, if that makes sense. Wow.
Hey kid, how you making out? Listen, I got a new job for you to do, okay? There's these things called photo op tokens that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
Shit.
Peter.
Learn something new every day. Well, not every day, actually, but, you know, most days. I don't know what that movement was,
I don't see anyone around. Now's my chance to change real quick.
other than bad. I feel like there's a lot of things that I don't know about that can be kind of learned by approaching this game from a Tasser perspective. So that's kind of interesting. I feel like I fall kind of in that in between like the naturalist who doesn't think about the technical aspects at all and the scientist who only thinks about the technical aspects and like frames and bullshit. Definitely somewhere in between. Hcreate is a code that you enter into the new game screen and it finishes the game basically. Like it effectively like puts you into the post game. And there's some quirks with that, but that's the basic thing. And it should work on any copy of the game, so. I think I can show it once this run dies. You know, as if it's not dead already, but you know. This is also a D-Rust run.
How's the view from back there?
It would be better if you slowed down a bit.
Somehow USM running slower in the TAS doesn't really surprise me. Just seems about right. I feel like I guess you don't see USM being emulated because there's a PC version.
Black cat, huh?
I like USM. There's a few things about it that I'm not like the hugest fan of, but I definitely think it's a good game.
Black cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though.
It's not that it's bad, it's just that it's bad. Make a persuasive argument, Nate.
Ready, Spider-Man? Let's begin.
I'm just gonna assume this run is super dead. And I'll do the Hcreate thing now. So you just type in Hcreate and then hit enter. And then when it doesn't, you'll know it works because it doesn't actually start the new game. It just gives you a bunch of hero points and you can see in my to-do list I'm considered in the post game. And I have like I have words. I have swing speed 6 and you know a bunch of other bullshit. And it doesn't actually like finish the mission you're in, which might be why you think it doesn't work. But like as soon as you're out of whatever mission you're in, as soon as that's done, like if I lose here or whatever, it'll just consider you in the post game as normal, and you won't be able to restart whatever mission you are in.
I don't know about your effects, but your education must have been...
Which I always thought was pretty weird that they don't just like, you know, count it as like loading a save or anything. So you could put together like a pseudo New Game Plus sort of thing by, you know, stitching together footage of that, but of, you know, doing it for every mission. It'd be kind of weird. I'm not gonna actually wait to lose here. That's gonna take too long. I mean, if you know the codes to do it, send me them for, you know, for the non-EU version. Because I don't know of any for the American GameCube dolphin thing.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure you miss me more than I miss.
Might be the Japanese version. I mean, that's still NTSC. That's something.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Can't believe I'm running so late.
That was a failed attempt at a swing boost.
I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors. Now we turn it up a notch.
God, magnet hands.
Spider-Man's here already. Get rid of him and get that
Wow.
case secured.
Careful, you'll put someone's eye out. Hi, my name's... Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. It'll show you the white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza farm. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
I always forget how challenging this first bit of movement is every time I come back to this game. Like, shit. Getting movement is just the hardest.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Or you don't?
I didn't want to do that.
Attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it.
Come on, dude. Give me up there.
Citizens in distress, doing challenges, collecting items, and delivering pizza.
So late.
There's some other ways
Promised
too,
Harry
so
and
try
MJ that I
different
would meet
things
them
and
this
see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
I try it with a new game, but it doesn't work for me. What is it? What happens to you? Does it go send you to a loading screen and just start the new game as normal,
Fit my costume anymore.
or does the button gray out?
I can't even remember the last time I saw Harry or Mary Jane. Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry.
Because if the button grays out, that means it worked. And if you start it with a new game, it should, like without any saves, I think it just takes you to
I must be out of my mind.
the end of the game normally.
Spider-Man's here?
Is that all you've got?
I mean, Nate, as far as I know, Japanese TVs use the same, like, standard refresh rates as American ones, so NTSC, so it should be 30. It should be at the same frame rate version. Oh, he just ate one of those bullets for me. Yeah, just punch him. I put H. Crayer, then a new name because H. Crayer disappears. When H. Crayer disappears, just unpause. Just unpause. That should work. And you should get like a bunch of hero points. Because it doesn't actually put you into a new save, it just modifies your current one.
Too fast for you?
Wow, she is fast. I better hurry. I'm gonna lose.
Oh, EU. I'm 95% sure, but it would be nice to confirm that it's lower frame rate. I had the Russian version for a while. I think that one ran at 25. And sadly, I don't think it had Russian voices. I think it was just Toby, but with like subtitles or something. It might have been a bootleg, actually, I'm not sure.
Feel free to
Hey
slow down.
Trent,
I'd be happy to make myself
welcome to the
available for your
stream.
admiration. If I don't close distance with her soon, she's gonna get away.
San Andreas. I never played that one. For a brand new game? I don't know. Generally, it'd be better to just make a save and modify that, because I'm not sure how if it works for like if you don't have any saves.
Why don't you go chase an ambulance or something? Whatever it is you do.
I would, but it infringes on lawyer man's turf. What was with that girl? Who was she?
Motherfucker. Bounce off the bugle.
Items every time a new chapter starts.
I can maybe salvage it.
Anytime you have a chance, visit the store and check out what they've got.
Yeah, I just bonked right off of it.
I think that's
Pretty dramatically, too. He was doing that majestic pose and everything.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly claim I'm a...
I understand why YouTube defaults to top chat, but I don't get why Streamlabs does. Like, I don't get it. Should have glided. You know, I thought about it and then I didn't actually do it.
Hi, Pete.
I wanted to. I'm just not powerful enough. Kind of slow kicks, but fuck it. The boss that teaches you to dodge, yep. I mean, you gotta dodge to beat him, I think. Yeah, if you Actually, I didn't know this, but until like maybe a year ago. But if you try to web Rhino, he like just web rodeos you instead, which I thought was pretty funny. I just never thought to do it. Yeah, I was trying out some dumb thing or another,
Believe I actually got to
just messing around when I found it out. I think that was the same day that I figured out how to do slide cancel kicks, which is pretty funny. Because I was just messing around at that fight. The first time I ever did a slide cancel kick, I did it off of like a pole. And I didn't even realize that you could do it. At first, I thought it was only off of telephone poles or light poles or whatever. I thought it was way harder than it actually was at first. Get me up there. God, I'm just gonna restart that. I was looking at that pace anyways and it wasn't great. If you want proof that you go farther when you do an air dodge, I guess there's that. Telling you it lowers the gravity. I'm gonna try not to turn into like a reset machine, but I always say that.
Well, sequel time already, huh?
I always say that. That one doesn't count. That one doesn't count. I'm just trying to get closer to 666.
Well, sequel time already, huh?
I don't know why the camera like doesn't want to. It like gets locked in place for a couple of seconds there after you get control again. It's like your camera just stays where it is. There we go. Alright, 666. This has got to be the run. Where I get out of chapter 7. No, this is going to be blessed. Just you wait.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save
The TAS intro strat.
you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load. Easy.
What's that?
Well, then do it.
If you only knew.
I mean, I apparently know what it is because I use it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it.
Shit.
Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Fucking shitty swing.
Two.
Frames are dying. I'm not dropping any frames. So I think that one might be on you.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Wink. Yep. I'm on that. I'm trying to get into a bit of a grind.
I can still make it before class ends.
But trying to not make it a grind so that I don't burn out, you know? The armored car robbery.
I think this might be a good
Oh, that one's really rare. where they get the helicopter escape.
and the white
I know what you're talking about, though.
pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush. This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crimes, helping citizens in distress, doing
Still
challenges,
late.
collecting items, and
Promised
delivering
Terry
pizza.
and MJ that I would meet them
There's
this
some other
evening.
ways too, so try different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
I'm starting to become team right side there. I think it's a little faster. Tass is sprinting. Okay.
And that cake was good. I'm stuffed. I'd better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even remember the last. Oh no! My birthday.
The
dinner-
beginning there, it seems like different strats are better, might be better for different consoles because the like, you get kind of get cut off a second or two later on GameCube.
I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of
Yeah,
my.
I'll never be able to read chat during that like bit of movement before you meet up with Harry and MJ. It's just too intense. Just randomly the most intense movement in the run, like the beginning of it.
Iron Man? What happened to the gods we posted?
Tough job market for art majors, huh?
Iron Man's here?
Actual good pace. Yeah, the ones where they hold up like the green buildings on the little mini map, the like, you know, coffee shops or whatever, the safe areas, those are so rare. I've only gotten like maybe 3 of those ever. 3 or 4.
I hope this isn't your best effort, Spider-Boy.
That was a wall jump into a wall sprint. Which is, I can't do that on a good day, but I just kind of randomly did it. Like you wall sprint out of the wall jump.
Keep up better than you.
I wonder if you can like buffer that. I don't know.
Now that's something I'd like to see. If she gets much farther, I'm gonna lose her completely.
Which race do I find hardest? I forget the number. But there's one that's on a big building and they make you do like... It's like... There's like 2 loops and 2 orbits in it, and it starts like they make you go to the building across the way and then go back and then go back, and like each time that you go back you have to do a loop or an orbit, and then it ends with you going to a faraway building and doing a loop. That's the hardest one, probably. Again, I can't remember what number it is.
What was with that girl? Who was she?
You know this chapter reminds me
It keeps cutting off my control at the worst time.
of items every time a new chapter
I don't even know how to like get out of this situation. Good time though. probably that is actually the fastest thing to do there. I mean, I didn't follow it up with good movement, but if I had charged that wall jump a little bit more, I would have been fine.
Probably a crook.
Yeah, that's probably the hardest one for me, but I've gotten better at it over time, so it might not actually be the one that I have the most trouble with now.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the.
If I remember correctly, 127 is up there as well. I think that's the one in the park. One of the hard ones in the park. Oh, not the building that I wanted to swing off of. At least I got the boost. Weird way to get to that token.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly claim I'm a.
Toby to you, rip. Sorry, Europeans, but I guess you're just worse. I don't mean it. I'm joking. I don't want the EU to send a hit squad after me. Wow, rip gliding. They're on the way. No. It looks like I got about 6 to 8 business weeks left, fellas, so I guess it's been a good life, but
This is great.
Hi, Pete.
just bumped the shit out of the mic. I'm sure that made a great sound.
You guys are such a nuisance.
Oh, come on, dude. That was fine.
Rhinos are endangered.
He lunges. Yeah, I'm fucked.
Find a safer line of work. Take a nap, sap.
I might be able to finish him. Nope. Did not make any sound. I guess my microphone is just smart. I do have some noise canceling thing going on. I don't know if that fixes the world, but ouch. I can save time there. The fastest time, I mean, by humans, hard to say. You know, back in the day, we thought that humans couldn't get sub 1 hour, and of course that was very wrong. I always knew that was wrong. I tend to be pretty optimistic. Probably like with current strats, like 52XX. Wow, not with those strats though. I think that's like if there were, you know, hundreds of active runners constantly trying to get better and compete against each other every day for hours on end, it would get that good. I'm just gonna... This run is not good. Task strats, I mean, who knows? 49, sure. 45. I think I'm a lot less qualified to talk about how fast it would be with task strats. But I'd imagine somewhere around 5 or 6 minutes faster than whatever a human can do. I don't know. Also depends if there's... I don't think there's too many like task only strats in this game, but you know, who's to say we're not gonna find some?
Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure you. First things first. any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your
Ooh, feet pics. Take your screenshots.
pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. It's gonna kill me. I can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Movement doesn't all feel there right now.
I was almost there.
We find task threats. I mean,
Sorry, Dr. Connors.
listen. If you want to see the purveyor of like 90% of 5 sec, I can talk real good too. You want to see the purveyor of all 5-second time saves in this game? You're looking right at him. I will never find anything better. But I've found like 10 5-second time saves, and I'll definitely find more before I'm done.
Still make it before
So maybe I feel like I can eke out a task only strat or two before I'm done.
better change while no one is around.
I think I got it in me.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
As far as like potential task strats that I've thought of, like slow-mo against final Doc Ock, just like going it ham with slow-mo attacks and not even bothering to tie him up, would probably be one that isn't really feasible by humans.
You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crimes, helping citizens in distress, doing challenges, collecting items.
For a while, 2-token,
Some other ways
like getting 2 tokens during the helicopter chase was considered a task strat. Like, we were like, oh yeah, you can do that, but you know, people aren't gonna do that, and then people did it. By people, I mean me.
Man, that cake was good.
It's just, that would be such a fucking funny. I never even thought about that, Nate. But, like, the idea of that happening. That'd be. I would pay money for that strat to exist.
At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry.
I feel like it's unlikely, but it'd be so funny. Just grab Cat and run her. Just take her to the end.
Can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
What happened to the guy you posted?
Sorry, gentlemen. The gallery's closed.
Spider-Man? Get rid. Spider-Man?
So much for you. This is the part where you fall down.
Figure. Spider-Man would butt in. Spider-Man!
Coming at ya.
Really? I'd be interested in looking some frames of that happening. Plus, I mean, it would make sense, because I think... Can you lock... Yeah, you can lock onto Black Cat as if she were an enemy. And it, like, locks... Like, you know what I mean? Like, Spider-Man turns to her when you web there. While you're at it, if you could make Doc Ock able to be affected by webs, that would make fighting him potentially a lot easier, too.
Your grandma. Now that's something I'd like to see. If she gets much farther, I'm gonna lose her completely.
I don't think I ever thought to lock on to Black Cat before. Doc Ock can already be affected by webs. Yeah, he is very, very slightly annoyed by them for 2 frames. So I guess you're not wrong. Yeah, I know. I know, Tom. Why don't you get off my back, huh?
Come on. Now that's
I'm just trying to play some Spider-Man, and I'm not doing anything wrong.
If she gets much farther, I'm gonna lose her completely.
It was just one hit, officer, I swear. It was like 6 hours ago. I'm fine. Woody's waiting. Look at the map when the next objective appears. Oh, okay, so like the icon doesn't show up in game, just on the map. That's interesting. I feel like I've kind of seen that before, but just never really processed it.
What was with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of
Wow, that was really early. If I had even a slightly better pace, I could have saved time there.
Next time you have a chance, visit the store and check out what they've got.
But a 650 this early into the D-Rust cycle is pretty damn good. Oh, that's not pretty damn good, though.
Pretty incredible.
The one after the pizza parlor. Huh. Makes me wonder what... Because I never try locking onto random bullshit. That makes me wonder
Hi, Pete.
what's possible.
I think that's the third.
Because for so long, it was just me finding random shit in this game, and I was, you know, like, if you're limited to the perspective of one person, you're gonna miss something. So I've always wondered if there's some random huge discovery I just overlooked.
What's up with this Beck guy?
Wow.
Claim I'm a
We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. I just got the token and nothing bad happened. Then we're gonna be like, whoa, why did I lose time there? I'm just gonna pretend it didn't happen. That was just impressive. I keep finding impressive ways to just launch myself in random directions off of that pole. That was another like glitchy climb, if that makes sense. Like if you climb on like the very edge pixel, if you start the climb there, it just will launch you off sometimes. I'll try. I'm not good at like randomly doing gliding off one object. Try to like hold back and then do it again. But there we go. I'm not holding swing right now. I'm still gliding. Like I wasn't holding any buttons there. I think in my muscle memory, let's see, what do I do when like if I'm gonna try to glide here? Yeah, see, I just release it before the glide even really gets going. Like while he's still in his kind of little flailing animation, I release the swing button. Glide to the bugle. Probably have holding. Okay. I'll give it a shot. Once I remember, where even is this it? Yeah, there's the Empire State Building. Really should never, like, I should know where every building is in relation to every other building at this point, but it's just a testament to how bad my directional abilities are. Oh, yeah. I'm falling a lot slower. What? No fall damage. What? You're right. Jesus. I wonder if that's faster. Like, if you can set it up. That's so whack. I guess you just don't accrue fall damage while you're gliding. What's the glitch I saw you do once with the Sparts Arena Challenge? You can during the Beck Arena Challenge, you can clip out of bounds, and then you're just in the city while it's going on. It's one of those things I've wanted to make like a proper video on for a while, and I just kept putting it off. But eventually, I'll do that like a proper explanation video thingamabob. Definitely not faster. Rip. What a shame. Lip smack. Where's my Deus Ex fans?
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure you first things first.
I didn't know that there was a difference in gliding
Good idea to save your
um,
if you could call it that.
if you hold swing or not.
Bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Then do it.
I might have to like
Dr. Connors
change up my approach on a couple of my glides because of that.
I was doing, I forgot all about it. It's gonna kill me. Can't believe I'm running so late. Still,
Okay, I just want to get this movement in the beginning down. How are the things you don't know about the game? I'm just one guy, that's the thing. Like, there's a combo in the game that I didn't know existed until like 6 months ago. It's literally just a combo move that's in the game. It's not listed on any of the like,
Well, sequel time
attack combo lists in game.
sure you miss me more than
And I just didn't know it until some dude in Twitch chat showed me how to do it. So like, who knows? And that was that's an intentional thing. Like
progress, if you could call it that.
some dude who could it have been? I couldn't remember if it was you or For some reason in my head I thought you remember Keanu Reeves Elite, I think his tag was. I couldn't remember if it was you or him or
Dr. Connors.
so I was safe.
So caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as. Ah, right on cue. Almost there too. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Local streamer exposed, not grateful to his Twitch chat for showing him basic game mechanics. Punch, web. I know that. Punch, web, punch. Yeah, I know those.
Why does stuff like this always happen?
But that other one was a slow-mo only, like, specific thing you had to set up. These are like, basic things you can figure out by, just playing the game.
All the world is my dressing room.
Web punch grab.
I think
Is there a special move associated with that?
the white dot on your map here
Trying to remember.
and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
Shit. Shit. I need to stop bonking. It's just the juiciest lane for swinging is where all the poles are. Some weird shit happened there. I think I like did a little wall sprint for a couple frames.
Spidey store, right?
Ooh, sprint grit. I love that glitch. Whenever it happens, I feel like it has the same effect as gliding too, where you kind of go a little faster.
Stress,
Promised Terry and MJ that I would meet
collecting
them
items
this
and delivering pizza. There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. You can only be a good guy.
Am I playing on controller? Yep. I'm playing
Good.
the Xbox version of the game on controller using my Xbox 360.
Costume anymore. I can't even remember the last time I saw Harry or May. Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry.
You kick them and then throw them, but the throw does...
I ran off like that.
That sounds kind of familiar. I'll have to try it when I get the chance. Wow, I really didn't want to hit that guy. Please? Die? Wow, scuffed combat.
We knew he'd show up sooner or later.
Lucky for you, I pulled my punch.
Oh, super scuffed. This guy's running a marathon over here.
Should have zagged. Ah, take that! Take that? You must be a college graduate.
You ain't stuck.
I can confirm that Spider-Man does get a half chub whenever he sees an open lane. It's really hard for him to be an effective superhero living in the city, just because of that.
What, too fast for you?
Wow, she is fast. I'd better hurry, I'm gonna lose her.
Yeah, I think probably most people who frequent have those same memories. Like, I wasn't allowed to play this game when I was younger because it was rated T and I was like 10 years old or whatever. I got in trouble one time for playing it. Just honestly just goofy. It's like, how dare you play Spider-Man? It's like, I don't know, it's Spider-Man. What's the worst that's gonna happen to kid me?
Your grandma. Now that's
The last Shutterbug mission.
if she gets much farther, I'm completely.
I mean, I'd say probably just next time you do it, like, just consider it a practice run and try to focus on like consistent ways to get those tokens, so that when you do it for real, you're not worrying about the tokens, you're just worrying about the movement in between them. Also, using slow motion when you're to grab those tokens so that you don't fly past them and you don't have time to react is quite good.
Have somewhere to be?
That's probably my main advice.
11:30 canceled, so I'm totally free. Who was with that girl? Who was she?
And just in general, if there's like a timed thing and you're having problems with it, slow-mo can help a lot, because it slows the game down more than you, if that makes sense.
Anytime you have a chance, visit the store and check out what they've got.
That girl was pretty incredible. Too bad she's probably.
So if you don't care about real time, then yeah.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's.
I personally, it's never bothered me, and if anything, maybe because of this game, I tend to like work better with games that have 8-way movement. Like, they just feel more natural to me. Because like when I play a game that has you know, all-way movement or whatever you want to call it, at first I'm like, yeah, this feels really smooth. But then when I want to do like a really specific line, I have a hard time doing it, especially if I'm using a controller without notches like I am right now.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly claim I'm a.
Also, does Does this game not have 8-way? I guess it doesn't. I only ever really notice it in when I'm playing as Peter Parker. I don't really notice it when I'm playing as Spider-Man. That would make sense why you're not used to it. You know, it's also because, you know, I grew up playing games from 90s and early 2000s, so it was a really common thing. So I really can't have the mindset or the perspective of somebody growing up now where all the games don't have it. So I could see it being pretty jarring. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. You know, that makes a lot of sense. You might be onto something.
Hi, Pete.
I don't know. It's an interesting point. Would certainly make the story make a lot more sense.
Is that a horn on your head, or you just glad to see me?
Asshole. I was trying to see like how close he is. When he swings there, I really, wow, I climbed onto the wall. I really don't know what to do. Because it's like I can get out of the way and dodge, and then I lose my slide cancel kicks, or I can
Is that a horn on your head, or you just glad to see me?
try to really risk it and usually get hit. I guess just be better is the what to do. That's the what to do. Good English. It is a good game, John. Imagine being good at video games. Not me. That's just too far out of my perspective. Way too far. Way too far. Alright, I'm just gonna continue this run no matter how bad it gets for a little bit. I still need to de-rest the late game again, so I think this is gonna be a no reset real quick.
I can't believe I actually got to meet Dr. Otto on...
You know, as long as you're cheating, you might as well just, you know, go into video editing software and, you know, do a little snip and grab the credits and plop it onto the first input. Then you can beat the game as fast as you want. This movement right here, I've been sucking at. I stay way too low. Yeah, there is. I've seen it. It's a little goofy. And I'm honestly pretty glad that it's not considered legit. I'm pretty proud of whoever ran the community before this that was just like, eh.
Hey kid, how you making out?
Because anything that uses the H-Crayer code is it's just a cheat. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
Have you seen the H-Crayer infinite loading screen? I'm pretty sure I found that. I don't know if anybody else has. You can just like soft lock with an infinite loading screen with it really early in the game.
comes around. I better change while I have a chance.
Dang. Yeah, that is truly an insult, Nate. Sometimes that loading screen feels like it's gonna turn infinite. It's real long. For a glitchless run for this game, I mean, it'd probably be like 6 or 7 minutes longer. I don't think there's not like too many glitch other than like the shocker skips. There's not really like a bunch of huge time saves from glitches in this game. I just bought what did I even buy? I bought slingshot jump. That's probably that's like the only upgrade that I don't ever want really. I'm just gonna show it off. I'm changed my mind about the no reset nature of it. I kind of want to show off that infinite loading screen. It is gonna make me have to restart my console, but who cares? So it's literally just up here. It's in the tutorial. That's how early it is.
Well, sequel time already,
And
huh?
you just
Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure
press X here and then pause. Oh, I did it too early. Fuck.
changed around here.
That's you have to like do it in the middle of the touching animation. That's really easy to do in chapter 3, like right at the beginning, towards the beginning. If you buy WebZip, you don't have enough to buy Grapple, so you can't continue. I've done that my fair share of
Well,
times.
sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess.
That should be good, and then you just go H crate, and then
Sure you miss me more than I miss
you say yes.
First things first.
And if I did that right, this loading screen will never go away. You can hear me getting awards and stuff in the background from the H crate code. But it's trying to load a cutscene in like an event for a chapter that I'm not in anymore, so it just locks up and doesn't know what to do. Yeah, that will never go away, so video game is indeed confused. I imagine there's other places where you can trigger that infinite loading screen, but that's the easiest way to do it. I haven't tested it doing that with like a lot of them. I'm gonna swing around a little bit just to get enough spider reflexes to be able to kill those bitches fast.
You the woman?
Soft lock percent. That's probably the way to do it. Alright. Is there a category for speedrunning chapter 16? I think Thinks the Clown did a speed run of that one time, but there's no category for it. I think it was like just for fun. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what it was. Now, there's a speed run that a lot of people are still working on.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure. First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. It's gonna kill me. Can't believe I'm running so late. Still,
What do I
should
do
be able to
here?
make it as long as
I get fucked. That's what I do here. Jesus.
right
Don't go
on.
that way.
I was almost there too. Connors.
Looks like interference.
100% run. Maybe that'll be like my 10,000 YouTube sub special or something. I don't know. Something that's like long enough in the distance where I don't have to think about it right now.
Case secured.
But I would like to do it one day.
Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
There was a while where I was like prepping to do it. Like I still have some of those notes I think from when I was like seriously prepping to do it.
Marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point. No rush.
I don't want to talk about whatever the fuck just happened. Oh god, my game just lagged for like multiple frames. Really rare. Like stuttered real hard. So I think it was also confused by what happened. I wanted to do something cool.
Hey, nothing better than a soaking wet costume. Ugh.
Soup. Yep. Yep, soup. That's all I gotta say about that. I don't know. I think 100% run done competently. It could be under 10 hours. Honestly, the hardest part would be getting all like the miscellaneous random missions done.
First things first.
There are no other codes. I'm like really almost certain that there's no other codes in the game.
Before we go any further,
Because here's my nerd contribution. I opened the game ISO, I think it was the ISO,
pause menu and
in a hex editor,
easy, right?
and like, you know, most of the shit was nonsense. But some of it like were stored in some of the values in the game were stored in strings right there in the hex editor. So I could like read them. And one of the ones that I was able to find was H. Crayert.
I'm running so late.
And there was no other like,
Make it as long as
and I also saw the function name associated with it, which was cheat code entered. It was called.
almost there too.
So I control F for code entered, for code, for cheat code, for any other string that would make sense. And there were no results, and I wasn't able to find like any other huge blocks of text like that in that fashion.
Secured.
So I'm pretty sure that's the only code in the game.
Isn't it a school day? Hi, my name's. Maybe I can still make it before.
So how's that for nerd shit?
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. It'll show you the white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
And I was actually able to change the code too. Like I changed the text of the code from H Create to like Sly Finkelton or some random thing. And then I recompiled the ISO or whatever the thing is, however you do that. And I loaded up in Dolphin and the code did change.
Talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff
Like,
at the store, right?
so I thought that was kind of neat.
Paying attention.
That I did actually do I was maybe the first person to like actually really mod the game, even if it was just that little small change.
Doing challenges, collecting items, and delivering pizza. Some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like.
You know,
But you can only be
assuming that we're not counting like Dolphin texture injection as modding, which I guess that's up to you. I personally don't really.
Man, that cake was
Make a cursed ROM. Mostly whenever I tried to do that, it would just not load. I would just break the ROM and it wouldn't work.
Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry.
Yeah, I agree. Nate, I don't think it's modding either.
I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
I don't know what to call it, but you're not like modifying the game. You're only changing it at runtime, and you're not changing like the game's itself, just like that instance of it. Wow, this guy, I have never seen any bigger asshole in this fight than what that guy just did. He ran away to the other. I've never seen them run that far away there.
Show up sooner or later. Let's get the gods posted. Iron Man?
And now this guy's running down the stairs.
Midnight craft fair is next week.
This guy doesn't even know I'm here. That could have been like good pace there.
What about a career change?
Hey Tyler, what's up? I remember you. Oh no. Clutch. I don't know if it's fair to call it clutch when it was literally just fixing a terrible mistake that I made while not paying attention, but
Feel free to slow down. I'd be happy to make myself available for your admiration. If I don't close distance with her soon, she's gonna get away.
I imagine that will go great, Nate, and nothing bad will happen. I feel like I've tried that before, and I think Dolphin just kind of tells you no, but I could be wrong. I think Dolphin's just kind of like, yeah, this state is for a different game.
My grandmother could keep up better than you.
Your grandma. Now that's something I'd like to see. If she gets much farther, I'm gonna lose her completely.
Dolphin, rare messages are like, wow, you really fucked up this time, didn't you?
Street or something?
Nah, I already got.
Good pace?
Who was with that girl? Who was she?
You know this chapter opening reminds
I'll take it, 648.
The Spidey store gets new items every time a new chapter starts. Aha! Next time you have a chance,
Ooh.
store and check out the
Learning to run the game. Good luck, Tyler. Let me know if you have any questions.
Hi, Pete.
I saw that too, Legend, when it was like on some random cheat website. It was like how to play as Kermit the Frog. I forget what you had to do to supposedly play as Kermit the Frog. That shit cracked me up. Yeah, Tyler, doing getting capture cards. I know it's kind of harder. Back in the day, it was easier.
What's up with this Beck guy?
I feel like there's a lot of options these days. Then again, back in the day, people also had really shitty capture cards, so who knows? I know I did. I was running with my Dazzle. The thing like recorded at like 25 frames per second, and the audio was offset by like a second. Oh yeah, that sounds familiar, Legend. Yeah.
I don't have powers.
Oh, this is great.
Unfortunately, I have seen all the textures in the game, and there are no references to Kermit the Frog, so that one might not be true, as much as it saddens me. God, I gotta like remember to really go ham on my mashing here. Fuck, or else that happens. Because sometimes I just get complacent and then it doesn't work. Dang, I could save that much time there. Do you think Simple Flips will ever make it to S rank in walkies? I hope he does in like 10 years. He just keeps doing it for 10 years. And then, you know, when they're on Super Mario Maker 4 is when he makes it. Good movement. I'm learning swingless first, huh?
I can't believe
Well, it'll be nice to have another swingless runner other than just me. Swingless can be kind of brutal, so good luck. But I guess you also don't have to learn how to swing, so maybe it balances out for a new player. Oh my god, that was a big launch, but it wasn't really that great. Dang. Let's fight about simple flips today. That's for the content that we're really here for. Wow, Tony Hawk.
kid, how you making out? Listen, I got a new job for you to do, okay? There's these things called photo op tokens that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you.
Apparently you can play Doc Ock as well. Yeah, I feel like I've heard rumors about... I definitely heard rumors about that, like when I was a kid. But never really believed them. Because, you know, there were all those... I feel like by that point, you know, I was accustomed to it. I had been through, you know, the whole play as Toad and Sonic and Melee and all the other fake rumors. I was a little seasoned by then. Like a fine chicken. Hey Noir. What's up? If you like wall running, you'll love wall bouncing. I don't know what I'm doing. For some reason I was like, I don't have to go to the shop, but I really do.
Uh-huh. Well, flattery will get you nowhere with me.
I mean, that's a fair point, Tyler. I definitely put a lot more effort into any percent. Any percent is also my favorite category.
It would be better if you slowed down a bit.
Boost? Yeah, there we go. Slow ass black cat.
Black cat, huh?
Somehow green. When you said that, Nora, I was like, wait, couldn't you play as Carnage? And then I was like, no, you really can't. And my brain was just thought that it was the case. I guess I heard those rumors. Maybe I started them. I'm pretty stoked to be green going into Chapter 7 this early into D-Rest.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove
Even if
all
it's
that, huh?
0.2 seconds.
Gotta say.
0.3 seconds, correction.
Ready, Spider-Man? Let's begin.
I feel like there's gotta be a faster way to do this, like with TAS, than the way that we do it.
Do you like my gadgets, Spider-Man?
But
I perfected the
not really
technology
sure
that will be
how I would go about doing that.
I don't know about your effects, but your education must have been special.
Also, just good old days like pre-YouTube, you know, there was just back, you know, these days if you want to know anything about a new game 2 days in, you can learn it on YouTube.
I'm better than you,
I'm getting really bad patterns on this. No. Oh, you motherfucker. Really bad patterns. In movement, too, and I've never seen him go that far away. So I'll probably lose here. I don't think I'm gonna fight it too hard. Yeah, I think I lose. Just based on where that is. I don't think I can possibly get enough points to win now. And, like, not lose a bunch of time, so...
You know, if the cool kids beat you up in
Hey, Strudel.
taking it out on
Unfortunately, this run has died. But... it was a decent run until then. Thank God I disabled the Nightbot caps lock moderation, or you'd both be banned. Yank them straight to you and dodge. I feel like that's not faster.
Well, sequel time already, huh?
Ready to be proven wrong.
Back, I guess.
That's just my gut instinct. I feel like even if you set it up right.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right?
It is slow. Oh, I thought you were saying that in response to like potential task strats.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so
But
caught up
yes, it is very
all about it.
good way to show off while losing.
Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as... Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connor.
Where the fuck is this guy going? just run right past me. Who does he think he is? A Mysterio robot?
Case secured!
Domino effect. God, I'd love to see that.
Didn't your mom tell you not to
Just
hit the
knock
girls?
all of them into each other.
Maybe I can still make it before
Yeah, you probably could pretty consistently get like doubles or triples. Why the switch to YouTube over Twitch? The main reason is that Twitch is being very bad about ads in particular. Like they cracked down really hard on ad blockers, and I thought, oh well, I've always thought that people who view my channel should be able to like do it without ads if they want to. So I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll just go and disable, random ads on my channel. And you can't do that as an affiliate on Twitch. So I thought, well, at least on YouTube, the ad block still works. So that and like, Twitch has been having problems with like DMCAs and just in general, I saw the writing on the wall and I wasn't like a huge fan of all the direction that Twitch seemed to be going in. And then I looked at my YouTube sub count and noticed that it was still a couple hundred higher than my Twitch follower count. And I thought, well, why am I still on Twitch in the first place? So now I'm on YouTube I'm still kind of in my mind, I'm still just trying it out. Like at any time I could switch back to Twitch if I wanted to. So it's not like it's definitive, Twitch dropped. But yeah, that's kind of my thought process. And there's things that are worse in YouTube for sure, but there are a couple things that are better. I like I haven't actually used it, but I like the idea of scheduled, which I guess Twitch does too, but when I didn't know that until today that Twitch you could schedule streams. maybe that's been around forever and I'm just dumb.
Believe I ran off?
Boomer alert, but
I must be out of my mind.
it's like immediately available on YouTube and really easy to set up.
Sorry, gentlemen.
Like through my streaming software I can set it up,
Time to wrap this party up.
which is definitely not a thing that I can do through Twitch.
I think you zigged when you should have zagged.
Now I just need to be a consistent enough streamer that I know whether I'm going to stream or not the day of, and I can schedule some streams.
Fire, man.
You guys are such a nuisance. Coming at ya. Now we turn it up a notch. Bam!
And honestly, in general, from like a streamer point of view, I've had a lot less technical difficulties with YouTube. It just kind of works. Barring like a couple initial things, like once I've got it figured out, I don't have to like ever reset up anything, or it's not like 30 lists of settings that I have to go through. I just kind of stream to YouTube. That's, oh god. So that meme aged so hard. It feels like I'm 10 years, it feels like it's 10 years old already. Yeah. And to be fair, even before Twitch, you know, was being assholes about ads, I was kind of already considering switching anyways. Just because, like I said, you know, I've got a bigger, in theory, a bigger following on YouTube anyways. That's where all my VODs go. Like, you kind of get this mentality of like, well, who am I to make them go to Twitch when they're already on YouTube? Why
Hey, she's as good
why am I like directing them to a different site?
Don't you have somewhere to be?
Nope, my 11:30 canceled, so I'm totally free.
I think this is a good pace. Kinda.
Who's with that girl? Who
This is one of those ones where I can lose time and still be on good pace because just that the intro of my PB is so good.
This chapter opening reminds
Like
me
that's a good time for
of the
split one.
new items every time a new chapter
It just
starts.
is.
Ah, next time you have a chance,
Especially if I'm on the bugle building when I split. Like that's good.
Hi, Pete.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tyler, as far as I'm aware, there's no way to have the camera like remember your settings in between runs, if that makes sense. So you're gonna have to either accept that you're gonna lose a second or two switching the controls at the beginning of the run, or learn it with inverted. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong. I'm lucky because I'm a weird sociopathic creature that likes the inverted controls. That's how I like my third-person games. So, fortunately, it's not a bother for me. But yeah, if you prefer it the other way, I think you might be out of luck.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly claim I'm a fool?
Oh yeah, that extra gliding with the holding swing is so noticeable. Holy shit. You go so much farther.
I have enough trouble trying to convince thugs that I don't have
I am a weird I mean, I speedrun video games. I think you gotta be a little bit crazy. Yeah, I find whenever, you know, if I change, I usually get used to it within a couple hours. So for me, it's not a god. This sucks. It's not that big of a deal. Please do big swings. Thank you. You are an asshole, sir.
take away your credit card.
Yeah. Rip good pace, but, you know, the run lives. Still save time. I can save like 10 seconds on that split if I'm like perfect. But it's kind of in between a couple of brutal splits, so it's not all sunshine there. Oh, I wanted to do the sickest drive-by there. It's an early chapter transition. I mean, yeah, but I think the one in my PB might have been early too. I tend to like not really, like I know that that's a thing, but I also really don't think about it at all on purpose. It's just way easier to not think about it. You know what? You know what I say? Saving time starts with a good attitude. Oh, this run, there's no way this run's PBing. There's just no way. I'm like not derusted enough yet. Like I'm not even getting gliding there. Come on. Yeah, I don't want the world record to have a... I guess it might not be that bad because if, you know, if I get world record with this run, there's no way I'll accept it as legit. I'll just grind, I'll just keep grinding to beat it for sure.
that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
Give that back!
Like I'm probably the same type of person as you, Strudel, where I want my PB world, you know, the world record the same. If they're the same thing, then that's fine. I want whatever it is to be like a good example. I don't want it to have like really scuffed parts in it, or else I won't be satisfied. Oh, I didn't even know that you could change, that you could hit that token from on top of the dumpster. That's interesting. That gives me some new ideas on like how to deal with that landing there. Yeah, I mean, I definitely care about the time, but you know, it's all personal satisfaction at the end. It kind of all goes to the same place. And about this game, I sometimes tend to be a perfectionist, which, I mean, I guess that's what being a speedrunner is, but you know what I mean. This chapter 11 is gonna be hard to beat. I remember my time was pretty damn good there.
How's the view from back there?
It would be better if you slowed down.
That is one of the most fun parts of coming back to speedrunning after a while, is you get to like kind of relearn your old splits. You're like, oh, okay, well, I can save time in chapter 4, but chapter 5 might be hard to save time in, and you kind of like learn a little mini meta game for your splits of when you can expect to save and lose time.
Black cat, huh?
Like, for example, that wasn't an amazing chapter 6, but I saved a little bit of time, so I think to myself, well, I can save some, you know, a few seconds in chapter 6. Probably a second consistently, roughly.
Black cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though. I don't see anyone around. Now's my chance to change real quick.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Web of I forgot that Web of Shadows had cat chases.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh? This I gotta say.
Ready, Spider-Man? Let's begin.
Twofer.
Do you like my gadgets, Spider-Man? I perfected the technology on the movie Sorority's death robots.
I don't know about your effects, but your education must have been special.
Just get really lucky? Sure. I'll try that.
I can't believe I volunteered for this.
I really want to see Radioactive Cop 7. Every time I see that poster when I'm doing this, it's like, that just sounds like a fun movie.
You, Spider-Man, and today I'm going to prove it.
Like, they made 7 of them. 7 Radioactive Cops.
Are you still going, Beck? I hadn't noticed.
I mastered this trick on the set of Ninjas of Madness 4, Flaming Ninja.
I think I need to get this guy in.
You know, if the cool kids beat you up in school, you're really taking it out on the
Yeah.
wrong.
Is there any marathon?
That's all.
I don't know.
You missed your calling.
I mean, is License-a-thon happening again?
You missed yours as a rejected has-been. But
Or do you want to do... I mean, I'll go along with pretty much anything, really.
Psychologists call that projection.
gotcha! Not as fast as you'd like people to think, are you? You're going to need to move a lot faster than that, Spider-Man.
Swag's wall jump.
Disappoint your fans.
Really, really long-a-thon. Somehow I have a feeling they would not like our games in there.
The real phony here.
I also wouldn't mind, like, I'd be down to try for like a slightly bigger one too. Collect donations for Ball's stream. Yeah, who knows? Why did I jump? Just in the hell zone. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, but I thought that in the really, really long-a-thon, your run had to be really, really long, or else they wouldn't accept it.
My head is
Is that all just lies?
Oh no. Mary Jane's play. If I hurry, I can still make it in time. What? Not now.
I don't know why I wall sprinted. I just kind of thought it would be cool.
A little consideration for other people's time. Aren't diamonds forever? Couldn't you have waited a day? Trust me, you're getting off easy compared to me.
I guess I was just showing off.
Great. Just take off, guys.
One cycle?
Not late or anything.
Yeah.
Stopping? I guess I finally have.
God, he's trying to shoot me in the cutscene.
I have to stick around. You guys do too. I'm putting a stop to this right now.
Probably gonna crash. Nope. I did not do the safe strat.
I'm glad you decided to come. I think we got off on the wrong foot.
Maybe so. How far is this place?
Not too far. Just stay with me.
Do you think I'm assuming you mean swing boosted. I don't think so. I mean, here's the thing. They're never going to replace regular swings because they're just not versatile enough. I think over time, because, you know, I've added, you know, a few of them just in where I'll generally always go for them. And I think over time, more of those will become more and more common. But so I guess yes and no, but it's not like they're going to replace swinging.
Hey, I was just going easy on you before.
I think in the early game there will be more.
You're fine.
I think in the same way that, you know, more glides are being incorporated as time goes on too, or at least for me. I don't know if anybody else is doing them or if it's just me.
All right, fellas. Show me the Monet.
See, that guy has a health bar this time. I don't think he had it right away. I think it kind of popped in after a second.
Hey, is that a ring go? Make you look. Hanging in there, cat?
Against these chaps?
Ooh, bad angle.
Cat took that statue right in front of me.
Hi, Pete.
Oh, that's interesting, Strudel. Yeah, there's some parallels there.
Okay,
Yeah, I feel like this game.
gonna start any minute.
I don't know where I'm going. I almost forgot to shop. This game knew where the meat and potatoes of its gameplay is, so as a result, the speedrun is filled with a lot of swinging. Only Web of Shadows also knew that. Or like most of the Spider-Man games, to be honest, if as long as I'm throwing shade.
Reporters. If I can get them up to that balcony, it should be able to locate them. Gotta hurry though, he's flying friend.
Pretty good theater so far. Of course, I'm gonna fuck it up now that I said that.
A hologram?
Ooh, I'm not used to this angle. Still made it work. What am I forgetting? Did I really forget this guy? Am I that rusty still? My brain just forgot that he existed. Well, I guess I did say I was gonna fuck it up. So that's fair.
If he's attacking Lady Liberty, I'd better get over there in a hurry.
I'm glad I'm getting a run into the later half of the game so that I can get some practice there. Clearly I need it.
I can hardly wait to see what he has cooked up with the statue. I believe I got washed all the way over here.
What am I doing?
Kind of obvious to me.
uh,
Brain. Mysterio
this is fine.
detecting it. Okay.
Okay. I've gotten to the point where I'm like looking at, you know, my chat and my screen and stuff while I'm fighting those orbs. I just don't even think about them anymore. I always like to think about like how hard they are for noobs when I'm doing that, just to complete autopiloting them.
Wow. Mysterio's hidden
And
fortune.
wall crawling's cool in this game,
Apartment.
and in Spider-Man 2000. Maybe just those two.
Try not to run into my fist with your face.
Ooh, I clipped in, but I clipped in too fast, so I didn't get the skip. Oh, thanks, Tyler. I appreciate the compliment. I was just thinking today, actually, that I thought it looked kind of nice.
What's going on? I feel so strange.
I was like, dang, my hair's kind of working.
Upside down. What's going on? These things wobble, but they don't fall down. Mysterio sure knows how to clown around. Raised. Great. One of those hopping act things. Be careful. Ouch. When I hit him, he bounces right back at me. I better be careful.
Holy shit, good mirrors? Let's go.
Looks like I
Have you
found
seen my
the answer.
pecs? I
Finally.
don't think anybody's seen my pecs. They're too powerful for this world.
I'm finally.
God damn it. I hate it when that happens.
If I never see another carnival as long as I live, it'll be too soon.
Can you say green? Dang, that was green even with that spaghetti moment in the theater. That's pretty crazy. I can definitely save a lot of time there. Peck reveal when 100k subs. It does feel weird to be saying subs while I'm streaming and be referring to YouTube subs, which are obviously way different than Twitch subs. Looking forward to it. I feel like you would be the one to remember too.
Whoops, Dr. Octavius' demonstration will be starting soon. I better hurry.
There's no way, you know, I'm at 100k subs living up large. There's no way I'm remembering that shit, so somebody's got to remind me. Yep, those are the promises from today,
Looks like it's
and they will haunt me until the day I die.
just have to smash these power terminals until the reactor shuts down.
I don't like when I have to dodge there. It makes me have to land.
I did it. Well, the city didn't get blown up. Poor Rose. I can't believe I'm late to see Dr. Connors again.
What happens at 1,000,000? Probably not dick reveal. I feel like I'd just get banned. Sure, I will do one Toby 3 run at one run at 1,000,000 subs. And I'll actually finish it.
Dr. Connors, I'm sorry. Dr. Connors was pretty beat up, but I think he'll be alright now. I need to figure out what happened to him, but I don't have any leads. I should drop by the Daily Bugle. Maybe I can pick up a lead there. or at least earn enough to pay my electric bill.
Interesting movement. Am I gonna be ahead here?
Hi, Betty.
Doesn't feel right.
Dr. Octavius is a killer. Is it my fault?
I guess I am. Nice. This run is kind of weird.
Things get
It's definitely showing me that I have a lot to improve on.
I withdraw the question.
That being said, I doubt I will be green for the rest of the run. Especially with this movement. Ooh. Let's see what Bank says.
Stop right there, Dr.
Ooh, Bank says no.
Spider-Man. What an unpleasant surprise. Still.
What happened there? I hit dodge. Alright, fuck this. Wow, that's just rude.
In this mode, you're faster than the
Yep, that was the way I wanted to hit.
mile away. You can even do different, more damaging moves.
He won't listen to reason.
Yeah, see, this is why Bank is so brutal. Is the game really wants to prioritize the thugs over Doc Ock for some reason whenever you're attacking.
I don't want to fight you.
You brought me to this wretch.
I was trying to help. I wish you could see that. I'll help you if you let me, Doc.
Just throw if you don't want. I mean, what do you think I just did? I could have killed him in a second there if I wanted to.
This was a bad idea. I don't have time for you.
The worst part is I used all my slow-mo, so I'm doing way less damage to these guys, on top of them actually being really mean right now for some reason.
So much for you. Don't hurt her. Leave her alone.
Be quiet.
Yeah, like if you don't lock on to Doc Ock there, which... Wow, that was a weird web. I kind of wanted to hit the helicopter there. But if you don't lock on to Doc Ock there, Spider-Man just kind of really prefers to hit the thugs instead, which doesn't help at all. But the run continues.
But somehow I just didn't believe it.
If I'm getting this far, I might as well finish out the run. Oof. This movement is super crunchy, that's for sure.
Octavius blames me for Rosie's death. Guess I can't say I'm surprised.
Getting past chapter 10 green? I mean, that's pretty nice. No matter what happened here. I'll take that for day 2 of D-Rest. I was gonna say any day, but I just said day 2, so can't really be any day. Can only be today.
There are clubs in
God,
New
get me
York
out of here.
where people hang out. This clearly is not one of them.
Plus 1 minute. Jesus. What a world. Ouch. Ah. That part right there is definitely some of, like, the most tricky movement. There's not a lot of variance there that can happen without it getting fucked up. I've been trying out a new way, going a little bit more left here. I'm just gonna try going super hard left. Honestly, seems to kind of work. Yeah, if you got a better angle there, you could just kind of keep going, and then you're there before you know it.
Come on.
So, how did you find Shocker?
Apparently he escaped during your little event with Quentin Beck.
Seriously? I knew I should have kept a better eye on that guy. Still, I was a little distracted at the time.
Uh-oh. Okay, sick angle, should be fine. Yeah, I don't know what I was worried. For some reason in my head I was like, I don't have enough time, I'm gonna fail, but what I really needed to think was I just need to play good and I won't fail.
Maybe so.
The big swing was kind of uncalled for, not gonna lie. Oh god, I probably didn't need the swing boost there. It was a little overkill. I thought I was too high there.
Are you wearing a girdle? Still slow and
We
dumb.
call that 1, 2,
I've been meaning to ask. How's your
3,
approach compared with the leading brand?
4,
How's the tire mascot gig working out?
5, 6 swing. God, the snipe.
I hope Cat is okay.
God, what is this movement?
I'll have to check on Cat later.
Yeah, I remember Above Shadow's camera being a little wonk in certain parts.
I wonder what Shocker is planning. change while no one is around.
Damn awning.
Alien invaders holding up a convenience store. I have to see.
God, that was such a whiff and it still counted.
These photos.
I love that. You can just completely whiff the uppercut and it's still, he just... I imagine that he just sees Spider-Man running at him and just like fakes the hit. Or maybe Jameson was right and there is collusion between Spider-Man and Mysterio. There's a setup. Because I think what happens is it whiffs, but it brings you close enough, and I think the trigger for beating Mysterio there isn't actually hitting him, I think it's pressing X within like a certain proximity. So I was like still mashing, and by X I mean attack. But I was still mashing attack, so it just countered it. I mean, he is a special effects guy, so you know he's familiar. You know, in movies they they fake punches all the time, so he's probably familiar with it.
Should be a safe spot to change. Yep, I'm on it.
God, this is a weird way to go. And frankly, kind of a bad way to go. God, there's so many buildings in the way. There's too many buildings in New York City. They should take some out. But like, just for that part of the game. I was gonna do some cool wall sprinting on the side of the water there,
Better than a soaking wet costume. Ugh.
and then I didn't do that.
Whoa, this is an old Oscorp.
Oh, I'm getting way faster at that than I ever was. 1,
What about Jacko Hammer?
2,
You look like you just got out of
3,
traction.
Funny,
6,
because that's just where
4.
you're going.
You must
Yeah, fuck it. If he doesn't want to cooperate, then I'm not gonna make him.
About time, you loser.
Trying to show off? I'm just trying to be fast now. That was just effective.
On my nerves. I'm gonna figure out a way to shut it down for good.
Boring name. What about Jacko Hammer? If only all my problems could be settled with flashy climactic battles. Mary Jane's play. Maybe I can make it tonight.
I think going high here is the way. It's the way to go. Seems way faster than going around. Sick web ball. Sick fourth hit. I just whiffed. That was so weird. The Robbie photo ops? Yeah, it's called Shutterbug. There's if you go to the leaderboard,
Waving from the
I've done some runs of that.
Supposed to meet Cat this evening. I guess I should go. Hey, Cat. You talk pretty tough when you're in the lead. How about now? You used to be fast, Cat. What
Wondering if it's possible. Yeah, I guess you can't do a drive-by there. That'd be cool. They make you touch the ground though.
I don't think you have an auction permit. Next time, try eBay.
That was a really weird sequence of events, but they're dead. God, I've never had so many air combos go wrong so fast.
That armor's nice.
God, I didn't even kill that guy. It's just his buddy. Yeah, the last Shutterbug mission is one of the hardest missions in this game. Period. Maybe the hardest.
Is Cat right? Am I just torturing myself? Do I really have to give up Peter
Damn,
Parker
too
for
early.
Spider-Man? What about the people in my life? It isn't like anyone ever sees me now. MJ. No matter how hard it is, I can't abandon my friends. Can't believe. So, what? Do I quit being?
Yeah, Black Cat can die.
Can't quit either.
I know because I used to make her. I used to just hide during those fights, and I would just make her do it and see how long she would take. And she would like die and then get back up,
Can balance the two.
and then die again like a couple more times before the fight was over.
I can do it. I can balance both. Maybe it isn't too late. Maybe I can be Spider-Man and still be with MJ.
Oh God, what a euphemism! And by that I mean it's not a euphemism at all. It's just
What was
literally taking a submachine gun and shooting somebody with it.
What about the danger? I must have been out of my mind to ask. I should just keep away from her. At least she still has hair.
Black Cat. More like Glock Cat. Because you're shooting her. So it's like a Glock, which is a gun that shoots.
I'm not good for MJ.
That's the joke.
She's better off with what's his name.
Oh, the spacing out the letters, now it's cursed. Can I go around here? I mean, you can. It doesn't really work out.
Mary Jane
But
hate me for freaking out on her like I did the other night. I need to apologize.
Swing speed 6 movement needs a little work for sure. But I think that's kind of always the case for me. It's never really been my best swing speed. Sick swing. I don't know. I've never gone that way before. It's kind of weird. Just kind of trying out some new things while I'm here. Oh, I thought that was enough. Like, didn't even bother. Sick hit.
Do you see her here? No. I'll not risk my prize hostage.
Asshole. Wow. Not even on a bad run, dude. You'd rather just chain grab me.
Did Rosie do anything?
There we go. Did Rosie do anything? That's the question. Casual swinging.
Please be okay, Mary Jane.
Ragdolls are quite good in this game.
That's one. How many of these things does he have scattered around?
Slow. Yeah. Yeah.
You will
Pinball.
die.
The city will be destroyed.
Only you shall be destroyed today, murderous.
God, I can't tell which one's Ock and which one's the burst of plasma. Thankfully those don't do dick for damage.
This experiment will prove my genius for all time.
The reactor doesn't seem to be responding. There must be another switch.
Fuck it.
That should
The city will be just the city will be destroyed. Just various pinball noises in the background.
Stand still, you coward. When I catch you, I'll tear your legs off. Parker, you'll pay dearly for your trick. Fight me!
bill me.
Ow! You're a...
Doc, you don't want to hurt
Stay
anyone.
back, insect. Oh, you're quite wrong about that.
The swag finish. I think that is faster to finish it off that way rather than
What have we done?
going for the 3-punch combo on at the end. But I don't know if it does like exactly the same amount of damage, so it might mess up at some point. Might not work perfectly.
There's only one thing to do. Get the young lady out. I'm sorry, Peter. You weren't to blame for the accident. My hubris
Doesn't Spidey Balls have a 57?
in her life
Or do you mean just like
set things
his general runs? This run was actually like, up until chapter 11, this run was pretty damn good. Just in general. Yeah, but I mean, he takes it more casual, if that makes sense. Like, he just kind of does it to chill out. Which I respect. But I also do wish he would kick my ass every once in a while. If that makes sense. He can't read, but that's okay. It's hard to do during a run.
I even tried.
Like, there's a couple points in the run where I just can't read chat. It's not possible.
Now you see why I
But
You should marry John.
and that's an advantage of casual games is most of the time you can just read the chat or you can pause if you need to. Yeah, I think I'm definitely getting back into the swing of things. You know what I'm
Come on
saying?
in. It's open.
And I pray that you don't.
Expecting someone?
I think that's gonna be it for me. Uh, for this stream here. 55, 56. Should have been 1 second faster. Yeah. Might be back Sunday?
Congratulations.
Question mark.
Part 2. If you check your to-do list, you'll see that you've got some new stuff to do.
I'm kind of like in,
I don't know if you're gonna be
day on, take a, stream, take a day off, stream, take a day off, but, as per usual, I never make schedules on purpose. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching and shit. And peace out.